Let's shoot this video. Are you tired or fed up with all the farmers on YouTube that are always preaching how farming can make you a millionaire and all the exciting things that happens in farming? If so, then today I want to step away from that and show you guys some of the real challenges in farming in Africa. I've been doing this for over 5 years now, and I think it's not always rain and shine as people portray, right? And therefore today I want to share my personal, not what is happening in the past, but what is currently bothering me and the challenges that I'm facing here at my farm. And I hope that can encourage you. You can learn from it, you can avoid those mistakes, or you can find the solution to those problems before you even go into your farming journey. So today is not all rain and shine. I'm really going to talk to you guys literally the challenges that I'm facing here at my farm, and hopefully that can help you guys. Welcome back, guys. I'm glad you guys stayed behind. As you guys know, I am into livestock farming, and now I'm focusing on goat farming. We bring goats from South Africa as well, you know, the Boa goat, the Savannah goat, the Kalahari red, and distribute to other farmers, including ourselves. So if you're a farmer and you want to go into goat farming and you want to do it right and add value, not just buy the West African dwarfs or the local ones, which your profit margin is going to be like this, but you really want to add value and do proper livestock farming in goats, then let us know, because we have an order coming next month that we want to fill it up so that we can bring the goats to Ghana and Nigeria, all of West Africa. So if you're interested, contact the WhatsApp number and let us know. Today, as I said, guys, it's not all joy in a farm. Just like any business, there are challenges, a lot of things that you don't even consider that can still happen to you. And number one challenge, guys, this is it. I have a poultry farm. Where I am is a 10,000 capacity of poultry farm that I invested money into. But guess what? I sold all my beds and now they are all empty. They are empty pens. This pen cost me more than about 200,000, 300,000 cedis to actually build, right? And here we are, because maize prices have increased so much to the point that it's not profitable and it doesn't make sense for me, and therefore I have to stop. And these are some of the challenges. But these things are old. Today I don't want to talk to you about old problems, or I want to be real with you guys. But before I do that, if you are a livestock farmer, crop farmer, what are the challenges you are facing at your farm now? Please go to the comment and write it down, because I don't want people to just listen to me as well. I want them to hear from you guys, so that if somebody is going into farming new, he listens to my challenges, he read your challenges, and he can now start thinking about solution, because I'm not the one with all the knowledge. So please, if you're a farmer and you're watching me, please go downstairs. Currently, what is your challenge? What is your biggest challenge? What are you facing that is really keeping you up at night or preventing your productivity as a farmer at your farm, so that we can share this knowledge? Who knows, maybe the Ministry of Agriculture might see this video, read the comments and say, this is real farmers talking, and therefore let me do something about it. What is my number one challenge? I think I will categorize my number one challenge as skills, lack of skills, right? So if you want to go into real estate, right, you can find a mason, you can find a carpenter, you can find an architect, you can find a plumber, and they will come and, you know, at least, if not even do a good job, they know what they're doing. That skill set still exists, right? If you go into farming in Ghana specifically hasn't gotten to the point where we're actually training a lot of skills to come. So if you go into, for example, at my farm, what do I need? So I need a farm manager. Depending on the size of your farm, you might need an assistant, but if not, at least a farm manager and a farm worker. So who is a farm worker? So a farm worker is somebody who is really doing the ground work, right? So it's more of like your laborer, but he's the one who is doing the muddy work. Your farm manager basically is the supervisor, right? Whether you are playing that role or you've hired somebody. These are two skills in farming that is hard to get. right? So you get a university graduate and they probably don't even have the practical skills that you can entrust them with your farm, so you have to manage them as well. Hi there, thank you so much for choosing to watch this video and welcome to Farming in Africa. Our journey or mission here is to change the narrative or how farming is done in Africa, and we're doing so not just by showing you what we practice, but also bringing tools and equipment, right seeds, even the right breeds into Africa. And that's why we've started our Farming in Africa Agro Store in Achimota to be able to make available some of the tools, equipment, seeds, and different things that we use here at our farm that we are exhibiting. So if you haven't visited our store, we invite you to come to the Achimota DVLA. Right opposite there, you will find our store, Farming in Africa Agro Store. I hope to see you there and enjoy the rest of the video. Get a farm worker. That farm worker hasn't decided that I'm going to be a farm worker for life. He's just passing through. Right? So it's not a business that you can say, oh, I have a farm worker at my farm who is a farmer and a farm worker, which I can entrust my investment into. So skills, labor is huge. You talk about tractor, right? You guys saw my video last week where I actually have brachiaria grass at this length. In case you don't know, brachiaria grass is a seed that I also imported into the country. We grow and we feed our livestock with, so that we don't have to let our livestock go around grazing and destroying people's farm. Again, we have the seed at our agro shop, so if you want some, go there. It's in Achimota, or contact the WhatsApp number and you can get some and plant and feed your goats, your cow, your sheep, your pigs with them. It's the most nutritious grass that we have here, so that is also available. But what I'm saying is I have grass that has grown up to this level and I haven't been able to harvest. Why? Because my tractor broke down, and basically getting even a technician to come and fix that tractor is an issue. Serious issue, right? How many technicians do we have that can actually fix a tractor? Everybody we know we call is busy, right? So skill set is my #1 challenge and something that is really driving me crazy. So if you know somebody who can work on a tractor, let me know. A lot of people reach out to me, Fred, I want to start a farm. Do you know if a farm manager? I'm like, where am I going to get that for you? You know, we don't have the trained skills. So if you're watching me and you think that you have the knowledge to be a farm manager, let me know and I can also connect you to a few people as well. What's the second thing that is on my mind here at the farm? The second most pressing thing is access to vaccination. Access to vaccination and medication. So I don't know what the policy is or who are the people who actually determine to bring what kind of medication and vaccinations. I know the vaccination, the lab people probably does experiment to see what kind of disease outbreak we have in our region, and based on that bring vaccinations. But medication, right? Access to simple medications that we need to be able to give to the goats, we don't have here. And now it's costing me a lot of money to actually go to South Africa and bring those medications, right? Some of the medications that we actually have, if you look at the bottle itself, you know that this medication is fake. The design, the name, the picture on the bottle, it even doesn't, if you're, I mean, I don't know, depending on your level, you won't even use it. You will see it and for sure you will know that this kind of medication, dude, it's not gonna work. This is probably coming from, I don't know, some country that I don't know, but it's not the right medication for us to use, right? So that is a frustration that I'm going through at this moment. Come to think of it, like how many people are actually doing goat farming the way I'm doing it? And therefore, who is seeing the market to be able to supply the medications, right? So if you're looking for dogs, medication, you will find them. Maybe some for cattle, you will find a little bit. Even the cattle, because most of the people that are rearing them, you know, do not even know or are not up to the level where they are even like differentiating between the type of medications. Anybody is selling anything. You go to the cattle market in Bupe, in Wanchi, in all those places, and you will see medications lying down in the sun, under the sun, and people are selling to cows. These medications need to be in a temperature that is much more regulated, right? So it's very frustrating. So access to medication and vaccination has been the most frustrating thing on my mind this week as I'm here and I'm seeing a lot of things that my goats need, but I don't have the access to them. Like I'm now thinking about going to South Africa to go and bring these kind of medications. That's not profitable. My farm is not as big as to be able to go to South Africa and bring medication. I need to be able to have access to that, right? The number three actually point for me is also access to feed, right? So obviously I have the brachiaria grass, which is great, but just like you human being, you can't eat banku, you can't eat rice the whole, year without eating anything else. And then brachiaria grass, yes, it's good. It has 18%, up to 18% protein. But what about copper? What about potassium? What about calcium? What about iron? I need all these things to be able to add it to my brachiaria grass so that I have the protein from brachiaria, I have the fiber from corn, then I have my potassium, I have my calcium, I have my iron, so that my animals will not be deficient in anything. Now, where do you find those things, right? That becomes a huge challenge for me now. So now I'm seeing some of my animals who are, deficient in iron, in copper, in potassium, and I ask myself, where do I get this feed? Right, you go to South Africa and you see that there are companies that animal nutrition that actually put together feed, and you can go and buy a pallet of goat feed, and you know that if you feed this to your goat, he's going to have all the nutrients he needs. Most of us, even when our goats give birth, they die. The babies are dying, the moms are dying, all because, a pregnant or a new lactating mom or kid needs these proteins to be able to survive, and they are not surviving. I don't even know how the street goats and cows are actually doing it, but this is the three things that is really on my mind now, and I'm actually planning to go to South Africa, as I said, bring some of the goats, but also bring a lot of medication and food mix that I'll be able to support and feed my goats with. But this is some challenges. I can't wait to read you guys' comments on what your challenge have been. Is it a farm worker? Is it also medications that you don't have access to? Is it even the knowledge that you don't know? Is it whatever it is? Is it infrastructure? Is it the weather? Whatever it is, let me know in the comment below as I share my three with you. Hopefully you guys can add more to it, but we do need to share this information with ourselves. Thank you so much for watching, and sorry if I've been rambling a lot. I decided to be real with you guys and just talk to you about what is going on my mind today. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.